My name is Leonardo and I am 24 years old. Before I start, I want to say something important to you. Please listen to this full story with your heart. Don't stop in the middle, because in this story, you will hear something very special. It is the truth about success that no one tells you. Yes, the truth, real truth, not from books, not from the internet, but from life. This story will make you think. This story may make you cry, but it will also help you grow. So please listen completely. And if you feel something, even a small change in your heart, then I know my hard work is not wasted. Now let me begin. I was born in a small town in Brazil. My family was poor. We had a very small house. My father worked in a coffee shop. My mother stayed at home and took care of me and my younger brother Tiago. We did not have much. No car, no fridge, no TV, just each other. One night, when I was 9 years old, my father came home late. He looked very tired. His hands were dirty, his shoes were broken, but he had a smile on his face. He sat down, looked at me and said, "Leonardo, I saw something today." I asked, "What did you see, Papa?" He said slowly, "I saw a boy. He was wearing a school uniform. He was reading a book while waiting for the bus. He looked so peaceful, so strong. I want that for you. I want you to go to school, read books, learn English, and one day become someone better than me." I looked into his eyes. He was serious. And in that moment, something changed in my heart. I said, "Yes, Papa, I will become someone. I promise." But I didn't know that the road to success is not a straight road. It's a road full of pain, tears, failure, and sometimes loneliness. When I turned 14, I got my first job. I cleaned tables in a restaurant. Every night, I came home tired. My hands were dry, my back hurt. But I kept thinking, this is not the end. This is the beginning. One day, a man came to the restaurant. He was from America. He asked for coffee, but he spoke only English. I could not understand him. I felt bad, so bad. Later that night, I told myself, "Leonardo, learn English, learn it now." So every night after work, I listened to English on the radio. I wrote words in a notebook. I read old newspapers. I watched movies with subtitles. I learned little by little. And then something beautiful happened. One evening, the same man came back. He sat at the same table. He smiled at me. He said, "Coffee, please." And this time I said, "Yes, sir. One coffee coming right up." He laughed. "You learned English?" I smiled. "Yes, sir, just a little. I'm still learning." He said something I will never forget. He said, "That is success, young man. Not the money, not the car, but the courage to learn, the heart to try." My heart was full. That one moment made all my pain feel small. But the real test came later. Wanted to go to university. I wanted to study computer science, but we had no money. I remember one cold night my mother was cooking rice. We had no vegetables, just plain rice. I said to her, "Mama, I want to study. I want to go to university." She looked at me, her eyes full of water. She said, "Leonardo, I believe in you, but we can't pay for it." I went to my room and cried. I cried not because I was weak. I cried because I didn't want to give up. Then I remembered something. The truth about success is not easy roads. It is climbing the mountain, even when your legs hurt. So I decided to do something. I worked 2 jobs. In the morning, I cleaned floors in a bank. In the evening, I worked in a call center. At night, I studied. Some nights I fell asleep with books on my face. Some days I walked with empty stomach, but I never stopped. One day my phone rang. It was the university. Hello, is this Leonardo? Yes, sir. We are happy to tell you, you got a scholarship. 100%. You are accepted. I dropped the phone. I ran to my mother. I shouted, Mama, I did it. She cried. She hugged me and said, My son, my brave boy, you did not stop. That is real success. That day I learned something important. Success is not about winning. It's about not quitting. But wait, this is not the end of the story. Please keep listening, because I am going to tell you something that will surprise you. Something that will change your thinking. Even after going to university, life was not easy. I got my degree, I got a job in a company, I earned money, I bought a small car. People said, wow, Leonardo is successful now. But inside, I was empty, was tired. I had no time for family, no time to laugh, no time to breathe. I asked myself, is this success? One day I met a boy on the street. He was selling balloons. He had one shoe. His clothes were dirty, but he was smiling. I asked him, why are you smiling, little boy? He said, because I have one balloon, and one balloon is better than nothing. That hit me hard. This little boy with nothing was happier than me with everything. I sat down on a bench and cried again. I realized something important. Success is not just about what you have. Success is about how you feel. Success is not just about your job. It's about your joy. Success is not the number in your bank, it's the peace in your heart. After that day I changed. I started helping other boys like him. I started teaching English for free on weekends. I went to villages, I spoke to young people, I said to them, don't run after money, run after meaning, and money will follow. People started coming to my free classes. Some came from far places. One girl came from a village 20 kilometers away. She said to me, Sir, I want to learn English. I want to become a teacher. Her name was Sophia. She was 16. She studied hard, very hard. Even when she was sick, even when it rained, and one day she became a teacher, a real English teacher. She came to me crying, Sir, I did it. I'm a teacher now. I want to thank you. I smiled and said, no, Sophia, you did it. You never gave up. You are the truth about success. So now, dear listener, what do you think success is? Is it the house? Is it the car? Is it the job? No. Real success is something else. Real success is waking up and smiling. Real success is helping someone else smile. Real success is falling down 7 times and getting up 8 times. You may be poor, but your heart is rich. You may be weak, but your spirit is strong. You may be slow, but you are still moving forward. That is the truth about success. No one tells you. They don't tell you about the pain. They don't tell you about the nights when you cry alone. They don't tell you that sometimes success means just surviving. But now you know, so please never give up. Never stop learning. Never stop helping, because someone somewhere is watching you, and your story will give them hope. Before I finish, I want to ask you something small. If this story touched your heart, please like it. If you want more beautiful stories like this, please subscribe. Your one like, your one comment gives me power to write more, to help more, to share more truth. Thank you for listening. You are not just a listener. You are a part of this journey now. And now, tell me when to end, because this story has much more to say. Thank you for staying with me. Let me take you deeper into this journey. because the truth about success still has more secrets. Some are sweet, some are painful, but all of them are real. After Sophia became a teacher, I saw something powerful. I saw how one small act, just teaching her for free, changed her whole life. One day she said to me, "Leonardo, sir, I want to do what you did for me. I want to teach more girls." And she did. She went back to her village and started a small class under a tree. She had no blackboard, no books, no chairs, but she had something stronger, the fire inside her heart. Every day, she taught 5 girls. And slowly more girls came. Some brought their younger sisters, some brought their neighbors. One little girl, Anya, came without shoes. She sat on the ground with a big smile. Sophia asked her, "Anya, where are your shoes?" Anya said, "I don't have shoes, but I have legs. I can walk and I can learn." That sentence broke Sophia's heart. It also broke mine. Sophia called me and cried, "Sir, we need books. We need help." I said, "Don't worry, Sophia, I will come." I went to her village. I saw the class, I saw those small girls, and I saw big dreams in small eyes. That day I made a new promise. I will help 1,000 girls to learn. That is my new goal. But again, success does not come easy. I asked many people for help. Some said, "No time." Some said, "No money." Some laughed and said, "Why help poor girls?" I felt tired. But I remembered my father's face when he said, "Become someone better than me." So I kept going. I made small videos. I told Sophia's story online. And something amazing happened. People from other countries saw the video. A woman from Canada sent books. A man from India sent money for shoes. A teacher from Japan sent notebooks. People started saying, "This is success, changing lives." And do you know what I realized? Success is not about how high you go. It's about how many people you lift with you. My own life was changing too. I left my job in the company. Yes, I left it. Many people said I was crazy. "You have a good job. You have a car. You have a future." But I wanted something more powerful than a salary. I wanted to feel alive. So I started a small learning center. I called it the Light Room. Why Light Room? Because even one candle can break the darkness. I wanted to light that candle in every child's mind. We had nothing in the beginning, just a small room and some chairs. But the room was full of hope. Children came. Some came without books. Some came with no English. Some came with broken hearts. One boy, Daniel, did not speak for 2 months. Every day he came. He sat quietly. He just listened. One day I asked him, "Daniel, are you okay?" He said nothing. He just looked at me and tears came from his eyes. Later I learned his father was a drunk. His mother had left. Daniel was alone, living with his uncle who beat him. My heart broke again. That night I sat alone and cried. I looked up and whispered, "Why is the world so hard for some children?" Then I remembered something my mother used to say. If the world is hard, then you must become soft. If the world is dark, then you must become light. So I became light for Daniel. Every day I sat with him for 10 minutes. I read simple English, books. I showed him pictures. I told him, "You are strong, you are not alone." One day he came to class and raised his hand. He said, "Sir, can I read today?" I smiled. "Of course, Daniel." He took the book. He read the first page. His voice was shaking, but he did it. Everyone clapped. Daniel smiled for the first time. That is success, Not a trophy, not a medal, but a child smiling again. And then, the most beautiful thing happened. Daniel started helping other kids. He taught younger children how to read. He helped clean the room. He became a leader. He came to me and said, "Sir, one day I want to open a school like you." I hugged him and said, "You already have. It's inside you." So, dear listener, if you are still here, I want to ask you something now. What is your success? Is it only for you, or will it become someone else's light too? Success is not a number. It is not your Instagram followers. It is not your new phone. Success is the smile you give, the hand you hold, the tear you wipe, the dream you protect, the person you lift, and the hope you share. Success is not something you wait for. It is something you become. Now let me tell you one last part of my story for today. 1 year ago, I went to visit my old house, the small one where I grew up. The house was old, the roof was weak, the door was broken. I sat on the floor where my father once sat. I closed my eyes. I remembered everything, his broken shoes, his tired hands, his words, "Become someone better than me." And I whispered back, "Papa, I hope I made you proud. I wish he was still here. But I feel him in every child I teach, in every smile I see, in every small win." And I want to say to you who are still listening, maybe you are tired, maybe you are in pain, maybe life is not fair to you, but don't stop. You are not failing. You are forming. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not alone. You are alive, and that is your power. So now go and write your own story. Make your own success. Not for fame, not for people to clap, but because you know your worth. You are strong. You are enough. You are the truth no one talks about. You are the light. And before I pause this story, let me ask again with all my heart, if you felt something today, maybe a little change, maybe a tear, maybe a new hope, then please, please like this story. It's not for me. It's for the next Daniel, the next Sophia, the next you. Subscribe for more stories like this, because more truth is waiting, more hope is coming, more light is on the way, and I will continue this story. Just tell me when.